I think having art as part of the cultural landscape is essential because it is as fundamental to us as the trees and the open space and the water. It is there and it needs to be appreciated.
Art is everywhere. It's in nature. It's in engineering. It's in physics. It's in music. Part of being a human is the ability to create.
I love to look at artists' work and understand what were the techniques they developed in order to realize their vision or the questions they were asking. And I think that an art museum can make that journey more visible.
In a way, we have a real responsibility to help define things for the first time and expose the public to the riches that are here or maybe always have been here. We're focused on bringing exposure and attention and a legacy to the artists who live and work right here in this region.
I think the fact that it's going to be a regional museum is going to be fascinating because we all come from a similar region, but we're going to have really different experiences and takes on it.
In our early meetings, we use the word discovery a lot. What's really important is to discover local artists and artists who might be emerging.
We will have not only a permanent collection that we improve upon, but we will also have traveling exhibits. We will have more and more educational programs.
Education isn't something that you add to a museum. It's just a natural part of it. We'll have our classroom so we can do hands-on art activities, and we could be inspired by what's shown in the museum and do art projects stemming from that.
Kids learn a lot about art in the schools, but again, it's different to see original art and perhaps meet the artists and to make that really tangible connection.
We've completed the auditorium that's been used by several community groups.
We are planning business conferences, classes, and art conferences and lectures.
Not only can an artist give an artist talk there, but poets and writers and musicians. I think it'll be a great connecting space for the community.
People will get to know each other and I think have different kinds of collaborations. It's the reflection of this community, but I think it's going to really deepen the creativity of this community too.
The location is important to me because it's the first thing that you see when you come off the ferry. Whether you're a visitor and seeing Bainbridge for the very first time, or you're a longtime resident and you're coming home.
It literally is a cornerstone. It literally feels like it should have a dot on it that says, "You are here."
Couldn't be in a better spot, in my opinion, to really welcome people and invite them into our living room, which is the downtown corridor. The museum starts as a draw, and then you can go and experience the restaurants and the wineries and the distillery and the shops.
Matthew Coates, our architect, has done a really great job interpreting ideas of transparency and accessibility, making a building that's inviting.
The main idea was to create an open building to not only demonstrate that art is really important to us and art is something that is the backbone of our community, but it also allows the viewer, even from the street, to participate in that act of viewing the art.
We wanted this building to last for the next 100 years.
The founders took the time to really research and understand what it would be to build a museum within the guidelines of Gold LEED certification.
You know, we're setting an example not only for buildings within our own community, but for people around the whole region. It's a landmark in so many different ways, not just geographically, but also just in terms of our community sort of putting its priorities first.
Once we were further along with the building design and we started talking about what does it mean to really be inviting to the public, it just further reinforced this value about being free.
We want this to be enjoyed by literally everybody.
And if it's free, it's accessible and it's here and now and enjoy it.
People will really be able to engage with this building and with the art that's in it. And I think that because of that, it will be one of the places that they always go to get refreshed and inspired.
And so a community that embraces an art museum is saying art matters, your imagination matters. your ideas matter.
There's going to be all walks of life. There's going to be all ages using this building. I think it's just going to explode with excitement and opportunities for everybody.
My responsibility with this new museum, with a real local focus, is to engage in a conversation with people in as broad a way as possible. What are some of the stories that haven't been told yet? Who are the artists that people would like to see more of? We really want to know what's of interest, what might resonate, and then we'll go from there.
I'm looking forward to the possibilities. For me, the museum building is the staging area for possibilities, and that's going to be very exciting.